I'm 36, male, and I thought I had a pretty normal life. Married for 8 years, a steady job, and a son I adored. My wife and I had our ups and downs, but I never thought I'd be where I am now. Looking back, I guess the red flags were there. My wife and my brother were always a little too friendly. It started off as innocent enough, laughing at inside jokes, teasing each other. I even remember feeling grateful that they got along so well. Families are supposed to be close, right? But then the excuses started. My wife would stay out late, saying she was having girls' nights more often than not. My brother stopped coming around as much, and when he did, he avoided eye contact. Something was off. I tried to push it down, but it gnawed at me. Every time I asked, I got the same response. You're paranoid. You're overthinking. He's your brother. The guilt tripping was constant. I hated how easily she twisted things, making me feel like I was the bad guy for even asking. Eventually, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I hired a private investigator. It wasn't something I did lightly. Part of me hoped I'd be proven wrong, but the truth hit me like a brick. Photos, hotel receipts, even call logs. It was all there. My wife and my brother had been sneaking around for years. And the worst part? The investigator found something else. My son, the boy I had raised, loved, and called my own, might not be mine. I took a paternity test in secret. I remember opening the envelope, my hands shaking. Not a match. Just like that, my world crumbled. But I didn't confront them right away. Not yet. I wanted everything in place. I kept up appearances, pretending I didn't know. Family dinners, holidays, even beers with my brother. Every smile I gave them felt like a twisted game, but I needed to stay in control. Then I filed for divorce. No warning, no dramatic speech. Just a cold, legal blow. My wife was stunned. The moment she was served, her mask slipped. Suddenly, I was the villain. You're abandoning your family, she screamed. How could you do this to us? Her lawyer wasn't any better. Some smug, overconfident guy who seemed to think I was an easy target. It doesn't matter who the biological father is, he said, practically grinning. You raised him. You're responsible. That's when I played my cards. I submitted every piece of evidence I had, the affair, the deception, the paternity results. I watched their expressions shift as the judge read through it all. My wife's face went pale. Her lawyer? Not so smug anymore. The court didn't just rule in my favor. My ex was ordered to pay back every cent I had spent on child support since we separated. Every single cent. And since she fought so aggressively in court, her legal fees piled up fast. She even tried to appeal, but the judge wasn't having it. My brother didn't get off easy either. He was married too, though I doubt that surprised anyone at this point. His wife had no clue about the affair until I told her. She filed for divorce immediately. Cleaned him out. Full custody of their 2 kids. The guy lost everything. And just when I thought it was over, karma decided to go for the knockout. My ex tried to pull one last stunt. She called me, voice shaking, asking me to move past this. She said she still loved me, that we could be a family again. It was pathetic. I didn't even respond. I just blocked her number. She even had the nerve to try using my son to guilt me. He misses you, she said in one of her desperate emails. He needs his father. But here's the thing, he's still my son. Not biologically, sure, but I'm the one who raised him. I taught him how to ride a bike. I tucked him in at night. DNA doesn't change that. I still see him every week, and when he's old enough, I'll tell him the truth. But for now, I'm just his dad. That's all he needs to know. As for my brother, he tried reaching out too. Some half-hearted email about not meaning to hurt me. It was laughable. Years of betrayal. And that's all he had to say? I didn't respond. He's not worth my time. My ex is drowning in debt. Between the repayments, legal fees, and her inability to hold down a decent job, she's barely staying afloat. I heard she even moved back in with her parents. Guess they weren't too thrilled once they found out what really happened. And my brother? Last I heard, he's on his 3rd relationship since the divorce. Seems like trust isn't exactly his strong suit. Meanwhile, I'm good. Therapy helped a lot. I got a solid support system now, people who actually care about me. And the best part? I'm free. No more lies. No more walking on eggshells. Just peace. Some people might say what I did was petty. Maybe, but I don't see it that way. Actions have consequences, and sometimes those consequences hit hard. Anyway, that's my story. If you're ever stuck wondering whether your gut is right, trust it. People like my ex and my brother, they count on you doubting yourself. Don't give them that power. And hey, if you made it this far, maybe throw me a follow. Who knows? Life's got a funny way of keeping things interesting.